We have seen such compelling video of the effects of this storm from the coast to here in our area. WRAL's Eric Miller is joining us now with more of that video and actually a live look at just a massive tree that came down in a neighborhood in Raleigh. Eric.
Well, that's right, Gerald. You know, we got this massive tree. This is Smallwood Drive in Raleigh near the Village District. And this is really an example of what can be waiting for you as you get out on the road tonight. Look at this thing. I mean, debris everywhere, branches everywhere, leaves everywhere. And the thing is, this tree didn't just fall. It fell hours ago, around about 5 this evening from what we've heard from residents here. And the thing is, in that time, not one single branch has moved. Crews haven't been able to deal with this tree because they have been so overwhelmed this evening. Really, what we've seen hour by hour has been triage, fire crews, power crews coming out here, taking a look at what they have to do and essentially assessing, can we deal with this now or do we need to move on and deal with something else? And as we continue to see those bands of heavy wind and heavy rain coming through, that does present an obstacle for those power crews. You think about a lot of the work they have to do here, restringing power lines, getting new poles in place. You can see with this tree, they definitely have to do that here in this case. They have to get those bucket trucks up in the air, and they really need things to calm down before they can start to do that. Talking with power crews that were on scene here earlier, you know, trying to get a best guess, an estimate for when they were going to get power back on. You know, you look over here to the Raleigh apartments here off of Smallwood Drive. You can see the emergency lights are on in the hallways there. But every single one of those windows, the hundreds of apartments here, they are all in the dark, and they're going to remain in the dark here throughout this evening, potentially into tomorrow. So when we talk about those power outages, this is not something you're just going to be dealing with tonight. This is something you may be dealing with into tomorrow as these crews really have to work to get things done. And as we look around us right now, you can see the rain starting to come down a little bit heavier. We pan over this way. You see these two cars with their lights on. That gives you an opportunity to see that rain coming down. We're not so much seeing the wind. About an hour ago, we had really strong gusts coming in. Now it is just that heavy rain, and you look down there in the gutters, you see that water headed downstream, potentially creating those flash flooding incidents that you've heard Mike talk about. Haven't seen any flash flooding right here, but again, we're kind of on the side of a hill, so we're just sort of seeing heavy ponding, very slick conditions for drivers out there on the road. So again, for folks who might be out there, and there are very few, we've got Peace. Peace is the next street over here. Of course, a very busy road here in the Village District area. Thankfully, not seeing too many cars out. Folks are staying home. They are heeding those warnings, those concerns, and that's a very good thing because it is so easy to miss a tree, even a big tree, on a night like this.
Oh, it's so dark out there, and this soaking rain just will not stop. Eric Miller reporting live in Raleigh. Thank you, Eric.